Welcome back once again to Hearts of Iron 4, where we're continuing our communist India. And the world right now has been divided between the three main factions. The Axis here, firmly holding Western Europe and most of Eastern Europe, at least Northeastern Europe or whatever to call it. The Allies, which are controlling some islands over here. I'm counting Norway as an island now. And also most of Africa. They have a firm hold over Africa over here, as well as Southeast Asia. Meanwhile, the Axis also has grabbed a hold of China and Japan, of course. Meanwhile, the communists have most of Eurasia. I mean, looking at Eurasia, it's firmly divided. It's only Tibet, Nepal, and Bhutan, which have to decide which one they want to be with. I'm hoping to invade all of them and install communist puppets there, in the same way as we've done in Afghanistan and Iran. So that will be exciting to watch. We are on the warpath once again, trying to invade Iraq here. We have our war justification that is well on the way and only a few more days left. So we will try to knock those days out so we can... No, not pause. Knock the days out. There we go. So we can invade Iraq and install communism there, which will be very, very fun, hopefully. And Saudi Arabia, which hopefully will fall soon thereafter. Perhaps we can set one there already now. That would be good. Save some time. I didn't know you could justify them so early on. Then maybe we will just try to justify on all of these at the same time. That should save some time. I mean, honestly, why didn't I know that? Well, now I know. And now we have accomplished that goal. Holy hell, the game is starting to lag a little bit. It's unfortunate. Hopefully it doesn't end up with the same problem that I had in my original Japan save file, which I have yet to continue. I've tried to return to it a few times, but every single time I do end up with those horrible performances and, well, the horrible performance and stuttering and stuff like that, which is not very fun to play on, especially since that ended with a massive offensive in the Soviet Union. And trying to micromanage the tank divisions and everything like that when everything is stuttering like crazy? No, not recommended. Not recommended at all. So hopefully that will be not happening here. People's Republic of Pakistan, you still haven't made any men at all. Holy shit, it is really stuttering. I need to take a look at that after I'm done recording and see what is causing that issue. Well, maybe if I try to be zoomed out it will solve itself. Let's see what happens on speed 5. It's not going very fast, but it is going at least. Now, Iraq, how far are you along the way? We have only 9 days left. We have the plan already made and we have Kodandera Madapa Karyapa. I really do love that guy's name. Might name my child after that guy. Kodandera. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. I mean, even if the way I'm pronouncing it, it sounds good. Like, it sounds cool to me when I read it out loud. To myself, that is. So, hopefully I'm not doing him or his name too much injustice. Kodandera Madapa Karyapa. It also rhymes a bit, which is pretty fun. We have fighter efforts all along the way, which is the reason. Well, we have Royal Indian Air Force now, and then we will go for Institute of Fundamental Research. There we go. That is done, and then research collaboration for an additional technology. There we go, and declare war. And get started. Soviet Union wants to join the war, they are allowed to. Meanwhile, I hope our men will try to advance now into enemy territory. Doesn't seem that they are very willing though. Perhaps we need to encourage them further. You know, why don't they... Oh no, I remember. I remember now why this is not working. Now they can. God damn it. I really should call allies when I do that. I keep forgetting about that silly part. So 0.83 years left until we can get concentrated industry and then pick one of these guys, which should be fun. Factory repair speed could be good, especially when we hopefully will conquer China and stuff like that and have to repair the factories afterwards. We still haven't called in the Democratic Republic of Afghanistan or the People's Republic of Pakistan. Or Pakistan, Afghanistan, yeah, that's right. And Iraq is not joining the Allies, thankfully. Which means that soon enough, or not soon enough, that will still be a while before that happens. We will have the thing with Abu Dhabi. I forgot about Abu Dhabi. No. Oh, I was a bit tricked. This is just called Abu Dhabi, but it belongs to the British. I gotcha, I gotcha. What could we declare war on then? I guess Nepal. We can justify a war goal on Nepal. 125 days, and it will cost 25 political power. We don't really have the manpower to spare there. We need to protect our border here against the Siamese Empire and also reorganize nationalist China. Cambodia. I've been playing a bit of EU4 as Cambodia or the Khmer Empire. Pretty cool. The Khmer, pretty cool. Except for the Red Khmers, they were assholes. So yeah. That's pretty much all I had to say about that. How about you just head out into the desert? It'll be fine. We will capture Mosul and now we will puppet them. And that will be it. No one else is really... No, I don't want to take it. No, no, no! Reset. Reset taking actions. Come on. Indian People's Republic 6 following states. No! I don't want it! Please, I made a mistake. Reset! Reset, come on. Please. Please. Ah, come on. This will ruin everything. No, stop it. I guess done. God damn it. I guess we can give it back to them, maybe? Can we? Please tell me that we can give back this territory. I don't want Mosul. That was a horrible mistake. A horrible, horrible mistake. Well, we got some more factories from it, so I guess that's fine. Which ended up with aluminum or aluminium. We need more of that. Aluminium. Well, one version or the other. And now this army will stop what they're doing and move on along that line against the nasty Saudi Arabians here, who are only having some cavalry over here and then infantry. And is that all they have? Well, they have one more division somewhere. Volunteer Corps, foreign expeditions, why we fight. Ah, they only have the... Wait, Saudi Arabia focus tree? No, wait, this is the regular one, the generic focus tree. I gotcha. They really need to make more focus trees, or national focus trees, and they don't really need to make them as elaborate as... oh no. Alright. Yeah. You know? Yeah. About that part. Yeah, I'm just... Okay, there we go. Okay, so we have a war on our hands, clearly. And maybe we should send some more Gorkha rifles to aid this front. Perhaps that will be a decent thing to do. Alright. Yeah, so how about you just hold your ground as well as you can, and we will try to send over some men to help you. How about that? I mean, we don't really need all of these men over here. We can send all of these, for example. We can basically switch out the commanders. You, Lakshmi Sagal, you will be unassigned. And we will assign Kalandera Madapa Karyapa instead. And instead, Lakshmi, you will be over here. I don't even think you need this many men, so I will take these 6 divisions away from you and put them over here as well. That sounds wonderful. So head over there, follow my command to the letter, and I bet we will all just become one happy family. Let's see if the AI has been any kind of decent in distributing the units. Well, they have over here this mountain, so fair enough. This is a hill. Well, I guess hills can count as mountains, sort of. Depending on if you're, if you're Dutch, then perhaps a hill could be classified as a mountain. Or, I don't know. What else is very flat? Denmark? United Kingdom wants to move troops through our territory. That serves our purposes for now. We are now fighting the evil German. Hopefully, hopefully the Soviets can hold out against this massive tide. And Japan has called in a bunch of shit. So maybe it would be more efficient. Wait, now when we do a great war, if I were to do this whole thing against Nepal, would it take as long now? 125 days. Still. Holy shit, everyone wants to do or have something with us. France wants to move troops through our territory. Okay. Norway, sure. Greece wants to sign a non-aggression pact? Fine. Belgium wants to move troops? Sure. Denmark's non-aggression? Yeah, sure. He also has a pretty cool beard. South Africa? Yeah, absolutely. Poor Denmark. It's already dead. Slovakia is in the war now. I'm trembling. I am really trembling. What I'm trembling more about is the German tide over here. If Soviet Union falls, this will be a really, really short series. And yeah, we will be very, very, very dead. It does seem that they are not very willing to put any sort of men down here in Burma. So that's a bit disappointing. Mandalay is overflowing with men though. Reorganize... Oh, that's probably the reason why they haven't attacked. Because Reorganized National China was not in the war. But now, soon they will be. Non-aggression pact? Sure. So in this war, do we have anyone that is not part of it? Well, let's call all allies. Might as well. Might as well have all of them on our side. Including the Iraqi People's State. Bit of a boring name, isn't it? Iranian Communist Authority. Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know what would be a more proper communist Iraq name. I don't even know if Iraq has ever been communist. The problem now is that when we take Saudi Arabia, they will, or attack Saudi Arabia, they will join the Axis or whatnot. So that will be a bit unfortunate, to say the least. Now everyone else wants to do non-aggression pacts. I'm fine with that. We can just break them whenever the hell we want. And continue on with additional containment. Tibet is Anma Free State. Alright. Does that mean that they can move through Tibet? Well, the Soviet Union is clamping down over here in the east, sending a ton of men. Hopefully not too many. You still need to hold out against the Germans. So how are they faring so far? The Germans have lost more men than the Soviet Union. That is very good. Also, now the British hopefully can gain better foothold here and retake Italy from Italy. They already had all of Italy once. They can probably get it all back once again. And that would be extraordinary. Quite extraordinary. How long until Saudi Arabia? That will be quite a while away. I'm wondering, is this just a different line, or why is it that they don't have any men down here? 3 divisions, oh god. There is 2 different lines. Oh, they're all different. I should probably simplify these. How about we do like this, alright? Instead of having these different ones. Oh no, that will be too different due to France being there in the way. Yeah, I didn't think that far ahead. Okay, then I will do something a bit different then. We will take these guys, right? We'll split them off into a different army and send them down here against the Siamese Empire. And they will have a different commander, and we will maybe have... This is Panzer Jungle Rat. Probably some jungle over here, isn't it? There's some urban territory. Here's some plains. I could swear that it would be some jungle in... Oh, there's some jungle over here. Not too much, though. Okay, so Jungle Rat doesn't make too much of a difference. But hopefully it would make an invasion of the Siamese Empire a bit easier and maybe knock down. Oh no, that's a bit too broken. Let's take Bangkok. Alright. Oh, that seems a bit more reasonable. And stand by for firing order, really. Those are ready in Saudi Arabia. Let's observe a bit in east here. The Soviets are being pushed back. There's no doubt about that, but that's bound to happen. Question is, can they then eventually make it to a standstill and then push the Germans back? That is the question. That is the question that needs an answer. An answer that I am very much looking forward to. And hoping for it to be a positive one. But until, I mean, for now, it's not like the Japanese are doing much in the way of attacking. Perhaps we should be the ones attacking instead. So perhaps we will go for, I don't know, maybe try to meet up with Xinjiang over there and then focus our efforts over here, so we don't give the French any more territory. And see if we can make this work. The United States joined the Allies. That's, I mean, that doesn't affect us at all, really. So you can start by advancing into Japanese territory. How about we advance over here? All of you. That's good. Good. We are making progress. Maybe we shouldn't go this fast when you have so many fights going on. Poland wants a non-aggression pact to barely exist. And since he is almost ready, and I say almost, knowing that he is not really ready, we could probably make this work. Okay. Push forward. Just really just cross the border as well as you possibly can. There we are. Don't want to give them more territory than needed. The Frenchies. And if we can join up with the Soviets over here, then a lot will be won and we can have a unified front at least. That could be useful. These can focus on pushing through. This one unit can focus on pushing through as well. I think the Japanese are sending many more men up here right now, over here, trying to contain the Soviets, than focusing on us. So that's good. Break them. Chiang Mai. Break that too. Keep them occupied and make sure that they can escape. Then perhaps we can encircle some of them. I'm not really hopeful about the encirclement. But perhaps it could happen. It could happen. Their military seems to be a bit weak, to be honest. It's not really the strongest and it's a minor nation, all things considered. The Americans don't want to fight us, that's fair. We don't want to fight them either. Let's see, it seems like the French have done some damage too. The United States stands against fascism. That's a good thing for us, as long as they don't stand against communism. To be fair, if this game lasted maybe 13 more years, then perhaps they could stand against communism. Maybe only 6 years. I don't remember when anti-communism started in America in a big way. Alright, now we can just transfer all of them down here. We don't need this additional little frontage that was left from days gone by. Which is also the name of the first... Is it the first book even of The Walking Dead? Or comic book, graphic novel? Oh, I think so. I think so. Royal Indian Air Force is done. Institute of Fundamental Research will continue now. And we are almost done with the Siamese Empire, but I think a cut here would be prudent, as well as necessary, not to drag it out too long. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode and the action-packed World War II that has just started, and that you will tune in to the next episode that will hopefully be coming out a bit more frequent than they have in the past few weeks. So yeah, that is all I had to say about that. Have a good one, everyone, and see you in the next episode. Bye bye!